we're out here. This is the field where the magic happens.
Benning Bites with Damon Benning. Benning Bites with Damon Benning.
Another episode of Benning Bites with actually just myself. Coming on fresh off the show with my main man, Ravi Lula. A lot going on off a college football weekend. Really appreciate you fine folks being a part of what we do. ESPN 590, ESPN Tri-Cities, KFOR in the 9 o'clock hour. Man, just trying to just work smarter, literally and figuratively. You can get us however you stream, right? YouTube, Google, Spotify, Twitch, X, formerly known as Twitter. Like, we've got you covered. And it's officially game week on Thursday, maybe Friday. We'll see how long I can procrastinate till people hold me down. We will give our predictions, go through game by game, get you some win totals, how I'm feeling, and how my partner Ravi is feeling. A fantastic show today, coming off the heels of Coach Rhule's press conference and what he was talking about, how I thought it was interesting, and a couple things I don't want to undersell. The whole talking to two different teams, where he's got this veteran group, right, when he's talking to Ty and Nash and Giff and Singleton and Tommy versus talking to Van Poppel and James Williams and Amari Sanders and Caleb Benning and Vincent Shavers, right? Like, that's a same team, but a different group that you're talking to, right? Talking to Jamal Banks is not the same, and Isaiah Nayor and Alex Bullock is not the same as talking to Ja'Cory Barney. But the beautiful thing about it is that's why I love – it comes up all the time, but it's so useful, right? Common language. Common language builds in accountability. And those that are in there can receive how it's being talked about because it's not the first time that they've heard it. They just haven't heard it as much. So I think that's one of the cool things that is going on, because you want an old group that the young group can talk to, and you want to make the old group is trained in such a way where the environment doesn't matter. And so I can appreciate that, although I think sometimes as a staff you're thinking, whoa, we get young in a hurry without these guys. But it's also something to be encouraged by, because that's how you want to build your team. That's truly how you get the next man up philosophy, is you got the next young wave ready to go. So I was kind of okay with that, and I can appreciate it. I like the open discussions about not playing with fear. Like, that's a big thing. I think there's a way to practice and a way to play where, yes, you have to be smart and constantly be weighing risk, reward, but you can't be held back by risk if you're playing the long game. And I think it stymies growth. It develops a mindset. And I like it this way. You got to shoot your shot. That's how the game is played. You're seldom allowed to check the rearview mirror and get mulligans over the what-ifs. And so I like getting that out of the way early and kind of shooting your shot. And then you make adjustments. And I think it's a lot easier to do the more secure you are in your process and your philosophy too. So hopefully with this football team and the way that they approach backup rules and playing time and who plays on what special teams and things of that nature, stay right here, stay in the moment. That's just a reoccurring theme. You're not promised tomorrow, so let it rip today. And I do understand having to be smart. You're not trying to blow through a bunch of red shirts or unnecessarily put guys on different units if you have somebody else that's close. But what you can't do is base those decisions on fear. You can have a smart, calculated decision, but you can't give the negative what if. You have to give the best case scenario of what for. There's a big difference in that. Appreciate you being a part of what we do. It's another episode of Benning Bites.